but then she went for seconds and thirds. So I was like,
oh, interesting. Interesting.
Secretly eating the garlic bread while she was doing the dishes. I could hear like. So, yeah.
Garlic bread has got to be one of the least stealthy foods to eat.
Welcome to the Chip and Cern Show, the podcast about everything and nothing at the same time. They were possibly separated at birth, only to be rejoined to create the sweet sounds that will caress your deepest cochlea. The show is real, random, rant-filled, and ruthless. Please be warned that the show may hurt your feelings, offend your grandma, and even kick your dead dog in the balls. So get ready, and let's get this shit started.
This shit has started. I'm Chip.
I'm Cern.
And you are listening to the Chip and Cern Show.
Once again, or for the very first time.
Yes. We back. Better than ever. Or we're just back. Back. Now, as not quarantine, that's not an accurate statement. As some of the restrictions, the COVID restrictions are loosening up, we're reflecting on some of our quarantine hobbies that we've picked up.
Yes.
Now, what was a couple big trends that you saw on the interwebs? I feel like first
epoxy pouring.
What?
Epoxy pouring.
Epoxy pouring. That was Cerny's resin.
And everyone was like, "Oh, I watch those videos all the time."
Yeah. Sourdough bread making. Everyone had their starter, and they were feeding it, and you couldn't get any flour at the store. Like, it felt like the Great Depression. And or it felt like what the Great Depression, what they made it seem like in school, at least.
Yeah. When we go there, like, where there was no flour in sight. Any flour. Even
the gluten-free, you know, they're like, "Oh, this is like sawdust, gluten-free sawdust here."
Yes.
Even that was gone.
You know what I noticed too is when I went to go to Lowe's or Home Depot to get sandpaper, always out. I was like,
out of sandpaper?
Sandpaper of all things. That was like my benchmark. I was like, what the fuck?
Interesting. People
I always have an orbital sander, so the circular, 5-inch
Diablo,
80 to. That's probably good. 80 to like 220 was gone.
Wow. What gives with that? That threw me.
I'm sure everyone's using it.
Everyone's using it for sanding shit up.
Refurbing shit,
Well, one thing I got into this year is I feel like I up-level my cooking game. I try to be a little bit better at cooking and trying out different recipes, extending my techniques and things like that. And one particular inspiring YouTuber, Joshua Weissman, if you guys don't know about this guy, Cerny recently has taken to a liking to the videos as well.
I have. 'Cause, he breaks it down pretty easily. Like,
he
do this, do this, do this, do this.
Yeah. Very approachable way to cook, I feel.
Yes. And it's, he's always, puts a little humor in his.
It's a good humor. I think
today we did the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches.
He has a couple segments, so he'll have one that's but better. So he'll take like a famous fast food or a famous food item and then make the fucking bougie version with like truffle and caviar,
Yeah.
So
better.
He did the Chick-fil-A sandwich. He's done the Frappuccino at Starbucks. He does the Chipotle burrito.
He did we did this one at home, the Crunch Wraps.
Oh, the Crunch Wrap Supreme, Taco Bell. He's done, hasn't he done Arby's? And
I'm sure
they like tweet at him and stuff. He did the In-N-Out double, and then he has one that's like Cheap Eats or something where he takes a meal and makes it for like $2. So I think that's a pretty cool one. It's like, but anyway, I've been enjoying. And Cerny, tell me about the Chick-fil-A sandwich making. Did you go?
Came out pretty good.
This dude makes his own buns, makes his own sauce.
Yeah, he starts
super
extra.
I
have been doing that. I've been doing my own buns. Today, the Chick-fil-A sandwiches, it's a work day. So I was like, I don't have all day to be proofing buns or anything like that. So.
You would rather do that than work because that's how I feel.
I was like, I'd rather do this, but
yeah.
I gotta do that. So
now, I think people might be asking, and I for certain was asking this question before, is that, Cerny, you might know, how much offhand is like just a package of buns at the grocery store?
$3.99.
$3.99. So $4 or $5. Why would I spend 90 minutes of my time making these buns? And the answer is because they taste that much fucking better.
It's fresh.
Because you made
it's
it.
like, oh man, you did it. It's probably because because you did it yourself. You're like, oh yeah.
There's pride in there. A little bit of pride.
Yeah. Because it's like the one I did was like the brioche
with the egg.
Yeah. It was.
Did you make your own sauce?
I did. I did do for the Chick-fil-A one. I did the mustard and like the whole grain mustard. With mayonnaise and salt and pepper.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, you could make the same sandwich and squirt it together with mustard or whatever from the jar and the bread from the store and your own frozen chicken patty. But it's not even going to fucking hold court with the homemade shit.
No, it's not. Especially when you like have all the right ingredients, it's kind of skimp. I kept doing so he did it in videos, but I kept doing it when I was making. I was like MSG. I was doing that.
Did you get some MSGs too?
Oh yeah, I did. He's like, Chick-fil-A uses it, so we're gonna use it. I was like, that means Cern's using it.
And that means Chip's about to buy some. Where'd you get that, on Amazon, or they sell that at Whole Foods?
It was like it's like the accent or whatever it's called.
Oh,
I was like, I've never seen MSG before. But then when I like went over Rayleigh's and saw it, I was like, oh fuck, I've seen this a million times. It's everywhere.
Because it got a real bad rap sometime in the 90s about it being. Let me look this up. We'll do a little. I think let's learn together.
Ooh, we're gonna
let's do a little.
Get your notepads out.
Get your notepads out, everyone. Cern. Let's see. We'll even do a little screen share here. Oh, it's a flavor enhancer commonly added to Chinese food, canned vegetables, soups, and processed meats.
So MSG stands for monosodium glutamate.
Oh, thank you, Cerny. I mean, you and I both knew that, but we were just helping the fans out on that one. So for some reason, why I'm trying to find out here, it has a flavor enhancer with an umami taste, intensifies meaty, savory flavor of foods, such as stews or meat and soup. First prepared in 1908. It's been around a while. And the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, otherwise known as the FDA, has given MSG a generally recognized as safe GRAS designation.
Grass.
And it has been known to cause headaches and other feelings of discomfort, known as, I feel like I shouldn't say this, Chinese restaurant syndrome.
I've never heard of that.
I haven't either. I don't know if if we should be using that term. That doesn't seem very, anyway.
CRS? I've never heard of that.
CRS. It's kind of like the meat sweats. When you eat a lot of food and you're just like in comatose, it feels like. I think that's what they're trying to say.
I've heard of this Chinese restaurant syndrome.
I haven't either. Okay, it's been used for another 100 years.
I never ate Chinese food and so got a headache. Like, whoo, must be all MSG.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But for some reason, I'm trying to look. Okay. Oh, here we go. Since 1998, MSG cannot be included in the term spices and flavorings. However, the term natural flavor is used by the food industry for glutamic acid, which is similar to MSG, lacking only sodium. Okay.
The good part.
So the FDA does not require disclosure components or amounts of natural flavor.
Okay.
So the FDA considers labels such as no MSG or no added MSG misleading if the food has ingredients which are sources free of food. Okay. So there was a hubbub about this, I feel like, and it kind of got a bad rap, but I would say recently, here we go. Here is the origin of this controversy. We're finally to it. The controversy surrounding the safety of MSG appeared on April 4th. Oh my. Almost at the time. Here we are. We're celebrating the anniversary of MSG controversy. April 4th, 1968. He in the New England Journal of Medicine.
While smoking a cigarette. No, I'm just kidding. That was fake.
Coining the term restaurant or Chinese restaurant syndrome in his letter, Kwok suggests several possible causes before he nominated MSG for his symptoms. The letter was initially met with insider satirical responses, using some race as prop for humorous effect within the medical community. Okay, so this guy was kind of making a joke. In January 2018, Dr. Howard Steele claimed that the letter was actually a prank submission.
Oh.
Wow.
By him under the pseudonym.
Under the pseudonym. Ho Man Kwok. Wow.
Okay.
Interesting. Well, Cerny, I feel like I know more about MSGs than I ever anticipated knowing in my life.
So every time you add something to it now, you'll get it. Just sing it. MSG.
Have you made the MSG pickles? Were those
no, because I just got the MSG today for the chicken. So, but I will be using it for the pickles as well.
Yes, if you're a new listener to the Chip and Cern show, which honestly we're surprised we have any listeners, but way back when we would meet up for 4th of July parties, which we probably should resurrect this year, Cerny, we had the great once annual, what are we calling this? The barbecue pickle off. Where,
you're right.
Where the reigning champ is on this podcast, I will say. The reigning champ is currently present on the show.
Allegedly.
So there was 3 participants in the pickle off, and it was Joe, Cerny, and yours truly, Chip. Now, we'll do a TLDR on this, but the scoring was a pretty rigorous rubric of fractions and decimals that really stumped a lot of the remedial masters at the barbecue.
After a few beers, I was like, God, I can get the abacus out.
After a couple wobbly pops, the fractions aren't reducing and simplifying just the same way they used to back in 4th grade, you know. But I want to say there was only 2 or 3 points separating these winning pickles, but there was the cream did rise to the top, though, Cerny.
It was funny because, we talked about it before, but it was like we all made our pickles exactly how we like them. Like Joe's was a little bit spicy.
Yeah.
Mine were a little bit saltier. Like it was all,
yes.
Because I always like just a little bit more salt.
And I don't know. I think I might have just did the right amount of salt and heat to be right in the middle. To be
like
the
right in
crowd
the middle
pleaser.
between Joe's salt, spice, my salt.
So I won, and I won a trophy which still resides on prominently in my house, as it should. Now, I was going to go with the MSG pickles for this year's barbecue off because I feel like that's that little edge that's going to take you over the top to victory.
Careful, because I showed Joshua Weissman too, so he's got access to them.
Okay, so now we're all going to
open up Joe's world to it because he was like, "Are those?" I think he had like an idea because we were watching whatever it was, and he was doing the pickles. He goes, "That looks like our ready pickle recipe or whatever." He said off the top of his head. I was like, "Probably."
Joe's up in his pickle knowledge.
Yeah, seems like you've.
Competition's getting stiffer.
And I've been at Joe's house. He's got a garden going.
That could be the thing. I knew Joe had the garden advantage, so I had to go to the farmer's market because I had to level that playing field. Because a homegrown cuke is going to beat a fucking Safeway cuke 7 out of 7 days a week.
Yeah, every time. It's all fresh.
First of all, who's eating fucking cuke 7 days a week? Not I. Not in that form. I need a more evolved, mature form of cuke.
Now, I kicked it off this last week. It was a little warmer here in Northern California this last weekend. About 75, 80 degrees.
Yeah. 85 over there?
No, 75, 80.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And Pickleback was right where it had to be. I mean, I was like, everyone wanted cold pickles. while he's passing them out. I was like, Pickle back, boom. Jeffrey's like, I want one too. I said, come on in.
It's actually good for the summer. Now, I think with the new party COVID restrictions, we might have to have those be Jello little shot glasses, maybe. I mean,
I'm thinking about doing. Okay, so
it's good.
Jeffrey,
it has a lot of sodium and it's liquid. Like it's good what you need during the summer to rehydrate yourself.
So Jeffrey, I think Charlie's been, and she's still been watching some Coyote Peterson.
No, but we could fire that up again. Although I kind of don't like showing her. So Coyote Peterson is basically like not Crocodile Dundee, Steve Irwin for fucking kids. And I'm worried. And as you heard, if you're a Cerny slut, you know he's got a lot of fucking critters at his house, and I'm not trying to be like that. That's Cerny's way of living.
There's an episode.
That's not my way of living.
There's an episode. So he's like a dinosaur enthusiast too. So there's an episode where he goes.
Dinosaurs are hot at our house right now, real hot.
Okay, so he like goes to a fossil dig site. Well, there's this famous spot that's known for pickle pops. They like freeze the pickle juice, make pickle pops. So he makes like a challenge out of it and like eats like 10 fucking pickle pops or whatever it is, but it throws it up. But nonetheless, pickle pops. So, Jeffrey's all about.
I'll take one of those.
And I was like watching it. I was like, did he eat pickle pops? I was like, that sounds fucking delicious.
Delightful.
I think I need to have that.
I don't need it. I would be worried about. I couldn't deep throat one of the regular ones. I might give me the chode. Do you have a chode pickle maker or a popsicle maker?
We have like a little dinosaur one. It's probably like an inch.
That'd be perfect.
Oh, yeah.
I just need a little guy.
Okay.
I can't handle too much.
Handle the python.
Can't handle that. Can't handle that. So, okay, the buns, and when you cut the buns open, they're just, you look inside, it's fucking warm.
The steam's coming out.
Like, dude. And so now you've kind of learned the technique for rolling the buns out. And I texted you, I was like, that's the same, you'll kind of pick up as you watch Josh's channel more. There's certain techniques that he uses again and again. So the bagels use a very similar method to roll.
And there's master classes that I keep eyeing. I can never pull a trigger on. So there's this new one. You seen her, the Paula lady?
No, but I have been getting targeted by them, and I'm like, oh man, the Gordon Ramsay one looks pretty legit. Which one were you looking at?
I got targeted originally because I listened to Star Talk by Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yes.
So he has one. So he was like, boom. And then there's other ones too, because I was like, what is this? So I looked at him, like Thomas Keller came in there. I was like, oh, okay. And then they had this one by and then I got a weird one. It was like, this lady who runs Paula, which is like a French bakery, like a bunch of chains. And she has the same technique where she like folds the bread towards the middle.
Yeah.
And she's going towards the center. I was like, oh, and when I saw Josh Weissman do it, I was like, oh, it's the same technique. Is that
classically trained, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I now the thing with getting kind of into cooking, are you finding yourself, first of all, do you have a cast iron? What's your cast iron situation, Cerny?
No cast iron. Wait, no.
Okay.
It's going to be searching. So.
Okay. Well, hold on. You got a birthday coming up. Or there's one, someone owes you a gift.
2022.
Yeah. 2022. For your 40th birthday, I'll get you a $20 cast iron pan. So there's the cast iron thing, which I've been getting into cooking with that a little bit more. And then knives. Like I've been more paying attention to what knife I'm using because his knife skills and the fucking crazy Japanese knives that he has is so cool. I find myself.
So I got some knives. Not. They're pretty cool. It's only a couple of them right now because they're
not cheap.
No, they're not. I was trying to get listening to these guys these knives made out of meteorite and shit, but it was like $20,000 a knife. I was like, I'm not.
What?
I'm not doing that.
Meteor knife.
I was like, oh, that sounds kind of cool. And I looked like $20,000. I was like, I'm going to slay a fucking dragon? No.
Yeah, that better, dude. The only thing that thing better do is fucking kill werewolves on one.
Yeah.
If there's a werewolf coming towards you, you got to stab him.
I mean,
or one of those, or a MAGA person. It has to just like ward them away.
Like a cross or garlic.
Yeah.
To a vampire.
Just like that. Where did you get these knives from?
Robin used her wholesale license, so I don't know where she got them from.
Oh, are they? Oh, I'm curious. I'm curious because I was looking at some. I'm like, at first, you just look. You're like, well, I know the knives that we got were from our wedding, which we've been married over 10 years, and I know I have not sharpened those personally, so I know they've never been sharpened.
Well, I was trying to get like this. You see those those sharpeners like you like attach, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. But I was told to cool my jets. So
right, I think you and I have the same problem. We get kind of excited about it.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm getting everything that I can.
So
I got like mixing bowls and all this shit, which has been the best so far.
Seriously, it's the small things that being able to just put it away, or a good cutting board is really good. Yeah. Not the one. We had ones, when you get the plastic ones and they get put in the washer and they're all fucking cattywampus and shit. Yeah.
Warped, yeah.
It looks like the boards that I try to make tables out of on the regular that are just leaning up against my house. They get rained on for 3 seasons and then I start to use them.
Never dry out.
Yeah, they never dry out. I just finally had to toss those because I was tired of I'm going to chop my fucking finger off because this thing's wobbling around all the time. No thanks. Now, how's the reception been to the uptick in the cooking performance at the house?
So the kids are loving it because I get to cook the fun stuff. I don't get to cook the everyday garbage.
Yes.
Mine's just the fun shit, like the Chick-fil-A sandwiches or the Crunch Wraps or the whatever it is.
Yeah, you're doing the shit that they like to eat.
Yeah,
they're not super interested in beef stroganoff again, or lasagna,
soup,
or whatever.
Just the regular stuff, which has to happen. But mine's the fun stuff. Although today, so I cooked. It's funny because I cooked the chicken sandwiches. I fried them in vegetable oil.
Mm-hmm. What was the breading on those again? Was it cornflakes or was it some panko shit?
No, it was flour and salt. Put a little bit of powdered sugar in there, which is like.
God, that's so see, that's the thing that so yeah, you taste that and you can't but it's just, it elevates it that little bit that makes it that much better. Powdered sugar. Genius.
Yeah, because he put it in there. Like his recipe, he said, like a tablespoon of powdered sugar. And I thought in my head, I was like, powdered sugar? And right when I thought it, he's like, yes, I said it. Powdered sugar. I was like, okay, well,
okay.
He said it.
Hey, okay. Gotta believe him.
So I put it in. So it was good. But it was funny because Robin made fries, like the crisp cut fries, but it was out of she likes to put in the air fryer.
Okay.
Well, the kids were whining. Zach doesn't like them like soggy. He hates them soggy.
I mean, soft, who likes a soggy fry though?
Oh,
that's
the great debate in this household. I like them crunchy. Rob likes them soggy.
So it has no integrity when you go to get ketchup with it. It goes like a fucking noodle dick on you.
Yeah, he loves McDonald's fries that are like, you pick it,
No.
Anyway, so Zach was like, I don't like these fries.
Get those fries over to Romans or Hims.
Well, I said, bring it over here. He's like, what? I was like, I don't like these fries. I said, give them to me. So I put them right in the fucking oil that I just fried the chicken in.
Is it just ripping hot?
Oh yeah. He's like, what? I was like, just give me a second, right? I pulled them out, put some salt on there. He put them in. He's like, oh, these are perfect. I said, yeah. I figured you want it like that. He's like, can we do it every time? I said, no, I'm not heating oil every time we have fucking fries, but it's when in Rome, buddy. You got lucked out today.
That's the thing. So when I got it making sourdough bread, I made a couple loaves. I'm fucking with my oven temp. I'm going to try 480 instead of 500. And I'm going to try for 27 minutes instead of 25. Like I'm fucking around with I'm trying to dial it in perfectly. Right. And so, the kids are used to whatever Trader Joe's sourdough roll loaf that they get for they love toast and butter, grilled cheese. All this.
Now I heard the Trader Joe's sourdough commercially is probably one of the best breads ever made.
I would not. I wouldn't. I would say it's pretty tasty.
That's a Bimbo Bakery's.
Oh,
I was just fucking with you. I was just fucking with you.
I'm like, Cerny, you know about bread rankings?
Yeah.
But once the kids had the homemade sourdough with the fucking nooks and crannies and shit, first of all, it fucking teabagged Thomas English muffins. They like market exclusively on nooks and crannies. This homemade loaf just fucking teabagged the shit
right
out
over
of
it.
Thomas.
Yeah. Dragged it
right across the face, from the forehead all the way down to underneath to the double chin. And so once the kids have that, they're not going back to they don't go back to layman bread that easy. You have to like wean them off of it. It's like it's like a drug addict. It's like, okay, we need a 4-day no bread period. And then we can ease them in. They're shaking around the house and stuff. Yeah, it's crazy. Have you, the one thing I have not made that is high on my list is the Joshua Weissman garlic bread.
Oh, I did do that one.
With the garlic and
that was the very first thing I did.
How fucking amazing was that?
It was great. That was the thing that opened the door to, because I was like, I forget what it was. It was real quick, but Robin was really into garlic bread, and she couldn't figure out what kind of bread they were used. He was, like, what would be the best one? She was trying this and that.
Oh yeah.
So I said, well, watch this, and we showed it. She's like, ciabatta bread. She's like, shit, I never thought of that, because there's all the holes in it. I was like, oh yeah. So she had her spread and stuff, and I was like, well, fuck, why don't we just go for it? If we're going for the ciabatta bread, we're going to the store for ciabatta bread. I'm getting the salted butter, getting the garlic, getting the cilantro.
Or parsley.
Parsley, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Mix it all together, put it on, and it was like, Melanie was like, this is all right, I guess. But then she went for seconds and thirds. So I was like,
oh, interesting. Interesting.
Secretly eating the garlic bread while she was doing the dishes. I could hear like, so, yeah.
Garlic bread has got to be one of the least stealthy foods to eat.
Jello.
Like, you don't hear. That's why Santa doesn't have garlic bread and milk.
Yeah.
Because it was all the crunching.
Can't kiss Mrs. Claus after a night of garlic bread. Ooh.
No. I hear the food sort of up-leveling attempt has been taken really well. And it's been fun. It's been fun.
And the tough critics, the kids, those are the worst. Like, the garlic bread. Like, what's this green stuff?
It's like, hey, why don't you just try putting it?
I say it's in every single garlic bread.
No, but it's bigger in this one though, or it's a different color green.
It's this brighter green or whatever it was like. But there's green stuff. It's like the other green stuff, the other garlic bread green stuff. You just didn't see it
because the garlic, the seasoning they were using on the garlic bread they're used to was probably a dried, like a flake. Not freshly cut parsley.
And some of it, I think, is because they know I made it, so they're like inspecting the shit out of it.
Like that's how you're gonna kill them.
Yeah. Like sometimes I made some wise ass comment. Zach was like, he spotted some kind of ingredient from a mile away. I don't know how he did it. I said, how can somebody who misses so many homeworks fucking have the detective eye of the century when it comes to fucking food? What the hell is this?
Wow. What are they complaining about at this age?
Green stuff.
So it's still color based?
Onion. Yeah, there's color based onions. Something weird.
But what about like sour. A caramelized onion?
It doesn't matter. There was one.
But they get animal style fries at In-N-Out probably. And those have onions?
No way. Not Zach.
Really?
Like Zach and Jeffrey will have. So they have hamburgers at In-N-Out, but it's just meat, cheese, and bun. Nothing else. And like French fries.
That's
dry.
like a fucking McDonald's cheeseburger.
Yeah. Oh yeah. McDonald's cheeseburger, meat, cheese, bun. Fries plain. Better be glistening with salt though. Better like, you hold it to the sunlight, refracts the light like
Like take a satellite out with that refractory.
Yeah, it's a few satellites. How much salt down on it.
Pew.
It's like so there was one.
There's always room for. Sorry.
He was eating a taco. This was I saw the other day. It wasn't one I made. It was like I don't know where you got the fucking taco.
Just found it,
and it was like a bean had fallen into it, and he had like. It was like in the middle of his bite. He like spit it all out. I was like, "The hell are you doing?" He's like, "There's a bean in here." I'm like, "There's no beans in your thing." He's like, "There's one that fell in your sea." Like, how the hell do you?
It was in his mouth already.
Yes. I was like, "How do you know that?" I was like, "Whatever." I used to battle it, but now it's like,
dude, kids. I don't know why. I mean, we have access to some of the most effective negotiation and torture techniques. Parents do. I don't know why we're not trying to like harness this and use it, like put this into Guantanamo, like make them watch fucking reruns of shows just mindlessly over and over with the same episode or rewinding the same 15 seconds.
I used to do.
Just wears on you. You just can't take it anymore.
No, but sometimes like when, like we can't take it anymore, but now you're just like so tired. You're just like, that's it. You just decide in your mind, like, I'm not going to lose to this fucking person. So like with Jeffrey one time, I took out M&Ms, which is his favorite, and I put them on the table. Peanut M&Ms, those are his favorite.
I'm not going to argue that.
I put them on the table. He's like, oh, can I have one? And I said, no. And every minute that goes by, I'm going to eat. This is your dessert. And I'm going to eat one of these. I'm going to eat one of these candies.
Mm-hmm. Until the show
they're
changes.
all gone. And you haven't eaten yours? Tough shit. And he's like staring at me. And there's 1 minute, popped it in there. He's like, what?
Oh.
2 minutes, popped in there. And then it was like, wait, what? Because he could like see it in front of his face. Like
he saw it unfolding.
It started to disappear.
Oh, this is for him eating his dinner?
Yeah. I was like, this is your dessert. And I put out his candy. And I said, okay. And now that I have to sit here and waste your time, it's going to cost you. So here comes one. Boom.
Mm-hmm. And how many did you have?
I think I had like 6 until he was like, and then he started like eating it, But this was like, nice. I think it was like 30 minutes. It was like sitting on the table. I was like, I've had enough. I'm not fucking sitting here for 30 more fucking minutes. I said, I've had it.
I don't know how you do that. I don't.
And like,
I mean, the M&Ms sound good though.
I mean, it was a win-win for me because I was eating M&Ms.
Your kid was going to eat dinner, and you were going to have M&Ms.
I won, and I got M&Ms. So, win-win. That's what we call a win-win.
That is a win-win.
I did one with Zach, so as they get older, he games online with his friends.
That's more important than M&Ms.
And it's like it was not. It was. We're talking weeks ago. This is like weeks ago from the state of recording. He was like, I'm not eating this. Like he said that. I said, you don't get to call the shots, bud. He's like sitting there. So then it was like 45 minutes. I got up.
He's playing Xbox or whatever?
He was playing. So he's like, well, I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
I gotta eat dinner. It was like 45 minutes. So I was like, I got on and this mic. I was like, hey guys, guess what? Zach will be a bit longer. He's like a kindergartner. We have to count out his bites for him.
Roasted. Dude, was he shook?
Oh, he was floored. Like he was furious. But he was like, he didn't know what to do, right? So come on. I said, I told you, come on. You're gonna eat your dinner. I said, we had to count your fucking bites like you're 5.
Wow.
Come on, dude. You're going to high school.
I had a similar thing today hanging out with my wife saying there'll be some incident in high school. I'm thinking maybe like a freshman or a sophomore thing where there'll have to be some parental involvement, whether it's chaperoning a dance or picking up your friends to drive into the dance. And I said, you know what we need to do? And I can get you and your wife on. She would be on board with this as well.
I'm already bored.
I know you're already on board. I don't even have to ask, Cerny. But we go to like Urban Outfitters and we just say, what's the coolest outfit here? And we all just buy that. And like whatever, it could be, if it was now, it'd be, imagine your wife in like high-waisted jeans with some like crop top and like, going like Visco Girl or some shit on that. And me and you, I don't even know what would we be wearing?
I don't know.
Some fuckboy outfit with like Yeezys or something.
Well, like I'll shave some lines in my eyebrows or some shit.
Yeah. Maybe my wife could
We'll do like a
Billie
trend.
Eilish.
We'll do a trend that's going on TikTok. We'll like film it in the fucking car.
Dude, that would be okay. Okay, here's what we do. We get the cool people outfits, and then we have to pick the friends up, and then when all the friends get in the car, be like, hold on, we're gonna do a TikTok real quick, and then just go with it and have the music start playing, but have the song be like a fucking Kids Bop song or something.
Hanson.
Some Hanson shit. Certainly not that devil music that Little Nas X is putting out.
Oh, with Satan shoes.
Have you heard about the Satan music with his devil shoes?
His devil shoes. Nike's suing him for the devil shoes.
Well, first of all, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but I know you don't usually fuck with Nike's, trademarks.
No, that's not something I would be horsing around with.
No.
I get their permission before I put some devil blood in their shoes.
Or make it a double swoosh or something like, that it's clearly a parody.
Knockoff.
Yeah.
What I did? I saw it was, I think I was driving Melanie. Like, can you pick up my friend? I think this is pre-COVID. And I said, yeah. So we picked up her friend. And they were talking to, yes, this was pre-COVID because they were trying to go somewhere else. So they were like, and I forget the girl's name, so we'll just say, like, did you hear back from Ashley? And she's talking to her friend. She's like, no, she didn't text me back. So then I was like, you know what? The weirdest thing, she didn't text me back either. Right? I just said it, just the dumbest shit. And I got like the side look, like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, as I spoke, like I'm a fucking chauffeur, first off, And they're like, but then like they ignored me. So then I was like driving. They're like, let me see if she responds. I was like, well, good luck, lady. She didn't respond to me when I text her. Like, I was like, I think she's ghosting her ass, right? She's
trying to use some lingo.
Yeah, and I gotta stop it, right? Like you're underneath, like only like when you get that, you're just like, oh, well, guess what? I'm doubling down.
Stop it. Oh, double down. You got it.
Yeah.
Did her friend probably give her the look of like, I think
she like looked at me like and like kind of like smirked, but like like the courtesy smirk, like, okay, weird old dude driving the car. What the fuck are you talking about?
But they don't realize that if you're like, hey, you don't want to play along? Well, get the fuck out. And how are you going to get to where you're going?
Yeah. You don't want to play along?
Yeah.
That's okay. I'll make this ride really uncomfortable for everybody. I'll just sit there and keep doing it.
Is there any well, in the movies, they're always playing up radio battles, fights over the radio station or what song? Is there any
I play the so locally it's 101.1. No, 101.1, which is the they call it throwback hip hop and R&B, which is like the
90s,
the high school musics for the 90s, early 2000s.
Ludacris,
E40,
Little John,
yes,
and the East Side Boys.
I always cue that one up when I pick up, when I'm driving up.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, oh God, this is. I'd always like Chip and Cern. Chip and I, we used to. Cern mix a lot, like, oh, we used to go around town and listen to this bad way. I turn it up, she's like, can you stop it? I'm like, no.
I can't.
No. You're lucky Chipper's not in the car.
Why? Oh, it would be.
He'd be riding shotgun.
I'd be like, is there room for another one in the middle back there? I love what are you girls talking about.
Give me the tea.
Yeah,
that's there.
I don't know why it's so fun to do that.
It's like because you just look like the most uncool motherfucker.
But you're owning it.
Yeah, and it's just, especially when they start, everyone starts squirming in the car. It's like, oh, this is too much.
It's so good. So, kind of related to that. So my friend and I, we go swimming in the mornings up at this outdoor pool in Petaluma, and the swim starts at fucking like 6:30 in the morning. So we're up there.
Yeah.
But the team, there's a girls' high school team that's using the lanes before us. So we go early and we're waiting there and they're swimming and stuff. And then they get out and then we get in. And it's like, I just wonder, these, 16 to 18-year-old girls are there. And then there's two guys in Speedos in their mid-30s and mid-30s to 40s, like at 6:30 in the morning, and they're like, "Oh, this is like
grody.
My dad. Oh, you could grow hair there? Why is he wearing just a Speedo?" I would find it so satisfying to hear the commentary. Or we're probably getting roasted in some like locker room or on the drive home.
You
like,
see this weird old guy? It's probably perving on us right there. You know, that's just the usual shit.
They're probably thinking that we're and now because I have a daughter, I'm trying to be even like, you know, I'm trying not to send any weird vibes out in the world at all.
Any kind of vibes where Chris Hansen might have knocked on your door,
No.
come out of retirement, knock on your door, like, Chipper, we need to have a discussion about those looks.
If they get in at
gazing across the pool,
if they get in at the west side, I'm going at the east side. It's that's how that works. But I always thought that would be kind of funny of like, you know, when you would see if one of our dads was really into like running. Wouldn't that be kind of weird back in the day?
Oh, yeah.
It's like, oh, my dad's going to go for a run, and he just got back. It's like, what is your dad doing that for?
You know, it's the best is when you get a little older, and the kids start thinking they're funny. Like Melanie got me that. She got me that day. She got me the good one.
Oh.
So I renewed my license. Gave me a good chuckle. I was laughing.
Okay.
So I renewed my license, and so I got the temporary license. And she pulled out. She's like, yeah. She's like, so this is what they give you. They don't just print you a new license. I said, no. It's like, because she was going to get hers. I said, no, it's just like yours. The guy sent me the mail.
Mm-hmm.
I got a temporary license. She's like, okay. She's like looking at it. She's like, blonde hair? They should just say NA, right?
I mean, that's pretty good.
I know. I was like, oh,
NA.
okay. So I laughed. I was like, that's a good one. She's like, because it doesn't exist. I said, I get it. She's like,
try to tag it.
Yeah. I said, don't worry. She's like, what? I was like, it's a good one. I'll give you your props. Maybe laugh, but I won't forget. Right? She's like, you make them squirm. Like, what? Oh. I said, I have no shame. I have no shame in my game.
Somewhere, someday, when you least expect it, there will be a joke coming back your way twice as hard.
And it'll be at the worst possible time. Like the
worst
boy comes over, or you're going on a first date, or friends. I don't know. I'll pick my moment. It'll come.
So we totally can discuss this on air, Cerny. Normally, this is something that would be discussed off air, but I'm confident Joe doesn't listen to the show.
Okay.
So, on the Instagram, I saw a really funny wedding prank that I think we should talk about deploying at, hypothetically, the next wedding that we're both attending.
Okay.
Now,
I don't know when that would be. Hopefully it's like somewhere in September. But
sometime in late summer, fall. Just, it's a good time of year, the solstice or something, midsummer or whatever. And the prank is a lot of these for the big weddings, they got they want to capture the bride dress, getting dressed in with the bridesmaids and the flower girl. They're capturing all these moments, right? Yes. First kiss. One of these is the first look. Now, we didn't do this at our wedding, and I don't think that you did. It's kind of like a newer thing, but basically the groom stands like kind of in front of wherever you're getting married, and the photographer's there, and they walk the bride out, and they have him turn around, and you capture basically the groom's first look at his new bride.
Okay, I know where this is going.
And so there would be a photographer there capturing this very, you only see your bride-to-be in her wedding dress, like, for the first time once, right? So that's the whole thing behind this. Excuse me. So the video that I saw was this first look, photo op, but instead of the bride, it was one of the groomsmen who had donned the wedding dress, or donned a wedding dress, and they had the groom who, sometimes grooms get kind of emotional thinking about, all the, it's a big decision. Oh my gosh, she's going to look so beautiful. And then you turn around and there's your burly bearded friend in a wedding dress.
Okay. So
what sort of approval chain do you think we should Should we float this by the wives or just go?
Let's float it by our wives first.
Okay.
I think they'll be a good gauge.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think,
and then we have to ask.
So we'll do
the hypothetical bride. I feel
we'll do. Hypothetical bride. I'm thinking we'll have to do it like the Senate. So we'll have like a 50-50 split.
Okay.
And then if it comes to a tiebreaker, we gotta go fetch somebody else.
Do we go to the SCOTUS? Is there a? Okay, we'll go.
Who's the maid of honor? Do we know?
Well, maids of honor.
I do. We can go.
Is it a? How do we feel that we need a neutral party? Because sometimes the maid of honors we don't, especially with groomsmen hijinks. There's a lot of
somebody on the inside that's
okay. We have an inside person.
Yes.
Okay.
He might listen to the show, Brad. If you're listening, we might have to contact you.
Oh, he would be, I think, all about this.
Yes, and his significant other is in the bridal party, so she may be breaking the tie if it comes down to it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to float it immediately after we stop recording because I think this is a great idea.
Okay, I'm on board.
Now, do you think? Let's just say it happened to Joe. Just throwing it out there, just crazy, right? Do you think he'd be pissed, or would he really?
I think he would.
He would really enjoy it.
I think he would really enjoy it. I'm just worried about his wife. Get some pictures of us being jackasses.
Yeah.
I mean, she has to.
No, she would have to be in on it.
Yeah,
but she knows what she knows.
She's pretty cool about stuff, by hijinks, especially something like that.
But with her wedding, all bets are off, and we totally would respect.
Yeah, she said, "No, I don't want you guys being idiots on my wedding day." I'm like, all right, I get it.
Well, what if it's just one of us?
We could be idiots. So not all of us will be idiots, just one. Is that okay?
Yeah, that would be. I mean, and this is one of those things that I think you got to keep really on the QT. You got to keep it on the DL, right? So Don't say it on podcast. Don't tweet about it. Anything like that that's going to get the word out.
It does say it on podcast.
Anything that can get the word out, you want to keep that on the hush-hush. Because the more people that learn about it, I feel it could get too much momentum, and then it could get thrown. It could get blown. It could get spoiled.
Yeah, it can kind of be like telephone, too, where what we were planning on doing can not end up like...
Oh, that's true.
They were going to do a first look with a monkey and a giraffe riding a bear... like some kind of crazy.
Yeah, and then a banana cream pie in the face at the end.
To the bride before she says "I do."
Where are we going to get that kind of? Where are you going to find a monkey?
Well, I don't know.
I mean, I think Cerny, Josh. I'm sure he'll thank us at some point, but maybe
he needs help. He needs help with viewers. That's
fine. We're just pumping the number. These are rookie numbers. That we're seeing on YouTube. So we're just trying to pump them up a little bit. I think go to YouTube, check out Joshua Weissman. Cerny, what's a couple good starter videos? I think the garlic bread video is a great starter video.
That is the perfect, I think, the starter video. It's pretty easy. You just cut, he shows you, it's like 3 ingredients.
Egg. He's got an egg one, breakfast tacos. He does, most of his food is meat. Has meat in it, but he does have...
He has like French toast. He has 3 different versions of it.
Oh, I made his French toast once with the fucking caramelized creme brulee or caramelized sugar crust. Dude, literally, and I'm not this type of person, it didn't need any syrup on it.
Oh,
it was, as they say, chef's kiss.
His no kiss.
Papa no like.
He does like hot sauces, pretty easy to follow.
I did the hot sauce as well. Very good. Bagels. I do his bagel recipe, do his sourdough recipe.
He has a cookbook coming out.
Oh.
In the late September, I think it's coming out. September of this year.
Be a good wedding gift.
Oh, that's right. I'm going to pre-order it then.
Pre-order it. Okay. Well, we're pumping those numbers. Now he's got 2 pre-orders. And if you have any experience pulling off I
was going to say, use code Chip and Cern to get nothing but appointment.
Use code Chip and Cern to cause confusion when they go back to look at promo codes. So like, 5 people use, what is this Chip and Cern? And then MSG. We need to find some MSGs.
MSG.
So check out Joshua Weissman. And if you have any good wedding prank, harmless prank videos, we're not trying to bring an ex-lover back or anything like that. But, we just trying to have some old-fashioned fun.
Yes.
And we think it'd be a good hoot. And where do you think we can get a wedding dress in a 34 waist, Cerny? Do they make them like that? Is there a...
I don't know.
We might have to... Cerny, you and I, we need to say yes to the dress. We need to go to...
At least get a veil. We'll wear white sweats and a veil.
Oh, he's going to have two brides to unveil?
Yeah,
that would be something. I'm already thinking of, we're going to have to create a diversion and a distraction on why one of the groomsmen has flown the coop.
You know what? I think if we have enough Rocky Mountain lattes going, I think we could sneak and he wouldn't even. It's not like he's doing a head count.
No, I don't think so either. Well, this is exciting. I'm excited about this little ordeal that could happen, potentially, allegedly. I'm also excited about vaccines that are coming out. We have 3 different ones. Be sure to sign up wherever you can get your shot. Cerny, you've received a shot and you have not perished?
I have not. I can see into the future.
And you're getting good 5G reception?
I am. So
okay.
It's only a win-win for me.
That's a win-win right there.
No, it's just like a sore arm. It's like I was talking with Dana. I was like, it's like the first day of baseball, back from baseball, where you threw, as hard as you can, and you're like, the next day you woke up, you're like, whoo, I was a little sore. That's about it.
You threw 70 more pitches. Yeah. That's it. Well, all those things are exciting. We're still all wearing our masks and washing our hands and all that good stuff. Obviously, if you're getting married in September, you're probably washing your penis and your vagina. If you're there, I'll be washing my penis if I attend any weddings this year.
Oh, me too.
That's a chip guarantee.
Don't want to get back to a tux all nasty.
Yeah, and Pickle off this summer. Chip and Cern probably will be going with the same Joshua Weissman MSG pickle.
I can't tell the difference between these two.
Yeah, these two are the damn same. They're the damn same. Anywho, until next time, I'm Chip.
I'm Cern.
Cheers.